Dogs also talk to us in lots of different ways, and vocalizations are very individual. Vocalizations are also pretty tough, particularly in the shelter, because there's just the stress level, the stress baseline is very high in a shelter environment, kind of no matter what you do. So we're going to be seeing a different snapshot of a dog's vocalizations in a shelter that may or may not be indicative of how he might behave in a home. But at a high level, barking is commonly understood to be a way that they communicate with humans. So they might communicate that they're hungry, that they're stressed, that they want social attention. A growl is a sign that they need distance and maybe they're frustrated, annoyed. They could be moving into a more of an aggressive stance. Gurgling sounds like growling, but it comes from a playful place. And I actually have a video of that I'll show you in a second. And a yowl or a howl, you can think of like if you've ever heard like a hunting dog kind of locate a thing or whatever, they have that like that long kind of yowl or that baying sound. So that could mean that they're hurt. It could mean they're in distress. It could also mean that they just found something super cool. Importantly, as you get to know an individual animal, knowing what their normal vocalizations sound like is really important because any kind of change in sound can herald a change in the interaction, and that might or might not mean that you need to do something to intervene. And gurgling, got a video here. I'm going to play it once, and then we'll break down why it's gurgling and not growling.
Hi, can you see it? Oh, you got it. Oh, you did it. Wow. One more time. Oh, goodness. Oh, you got it. You're too strong.
Okay, so we hear the sound, right? It almost sounds like when you're gargling salt water or something, if you've ever done that. I haven't done that in years, but I feel like that was something that my mom made me do when I had a sore throat when I was little. Anyway, but it's that kind of gargling sound. The reason why I continue to play with Chance in this interaction is because I'm watching not only this, well, I'm listening to the sound, but I'm also watching the body language, watching the eye contact, and we're doing consent tests. So when I play it again, you'll notice after a couple of seconds of tugging the toy, I let go of the toy and I see where Chance wants to go. And Chance invariably steps back into the game to play with me rather than taking the toy away from me to take a break. So that's him saying like, yes, we're playing with this game. I like this. I continue to like to play this. Also, the second time we watch it, look at his body language, his tail movement, the movement through his spine, the soft eye contact, and notice how I think it's either the second or the third time, like right at the end when I drop the toy, he just kind of loosens up and looks away. Like he's immediately unfocused on the game, which shows me that we're not getting into an over arousal, dangerous state.
Hi, can you see it? Oh, you got it. Oh, you did it. Wow. One more time. Oh, goodness. Oh, you got it. You're too strong.
Okay, a quick note on front paws. You've probably seen a dog do this before, right? With one paw or the other. It can mean a lot of different things. It's pretty individual, but some of the main things that it can be are just like, hey, I'm cute. It could also be, I'm unsure what's going on, I'm worried, or it could be a sign of intense concentration. And if you just were to look at the paw, the paw, and the paw, it's pretty difficult to know what's going on. So again, we zoom out, we look at the whole body with this kind of like Chihuahua type. We've got that paw lift, but we've also got soft eye contact, pricked forward, alert ears, a closed mouth, maybe a little bit of tension, but pretty relaxed face overall. And the body weight is fairly centered among the three paws that are making contact with the ground. So this to me looks like a fairly confident and relaxed dog that's just saying like, hello, I'd like to interact with you. We've got Doggo again. Doggo's little paw is lifted. In addition to that, we're seeing what I think looks like a little bit of a weight shift backward. We're not making eye contact. The mouth is closed, ears are back, and from what we can see, the pupils look pretty dilated with a wide, round, circular eye shape. This is a, please leave me alone, I would like to disengage. And then here we've got maybe piloerection, hard to tell. Straight spine, body fully oriented toward the thing. Closed, tight mouth, ears are rotated to the front and sort of side. And then that paw lift with, honestly, kind of weight almost forward. It looks like he's about to pop up onto all fours. So that's more of a focused concentration look. Let's talk about the tail. So I may be about to blow your mind. A wagging tail does not necessarily mean that it is a friendly dog. There's a lot about tail wags that are individual to the animal, kind of like vocalizations. We want to be aware of changes in the quality of the tail wag. What tail movement does pretty reliably indicate is an animal's arousal level, and I'm going to get more into that in a few slides, but it might be an indicator of friendliness, but if we're seeing a wagging tail with a tense body, a hard stare, weight forward, that's probably not a dog that we want to rush up to and pet. Tail wags are hard to kind of gauge with photos, so I've got a couple of, well, 5 actually, short clips of just different tail movement. This first one is Gus focusing on a foraging project. We've got food scattered in the yard and he's looking for the food and sniffing, and you'll notice what his tail looks like when he's very focused. Got a low tail, not necessarily tucked, but down, and not a lot of movement here. Otherwise, though, loose body, relaxed face. He's engaged with his task. He's not necessarily highly aroused. This is Romeo. He really likes having social time. And he's doing really cute tippy taps with his feet, but try to focus on his tail movement. Got a wide leg, hitting both sides of his body. And pretty erratic movement, right? Very, he was such a good boy. Very, very energetic, very excited, excitable movement, accompanied with that wide tail wag. That's an affiliative, highly aroused dog.